What is going on, crypto family? This is your boy Random Arts coming with a quick video. And on today's video, guys, I do have some bullish news for you when it comes to Roaring Kitty and HTX listing, guys. I'm just gonna call it confirm, guys. I'm just gonna call it confirm. So we're gonna be talking about this in today's video, as well as taking a look at technical analysis for Roaring Kitty. So a lot of positive stuff happening over the last couple of days for Roar. So make sure you guys tune in all the way to the end and hit that like button, hit that sub. Definitely love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinion about today's video. So let's just first start off by this piece of news. Big shout out to Maurice, big shout out to Jolt, big shout out to Mr. Lightspeed, big shout out to Andre. Because man, when I'm telling you guys, the community, when things need to be done, the community finds a way. So for the longest, maybe like 10 or 11 months, guys, we've been trying to get our supply verified by CoinMarketCap, and for some reason, they were not verifying it, you know. So Andre made a post, try to, get people on board. Then Mr. Lightspeed coming on the post. Joke got involved with Mr. Lightspeed. Maurice had the spreadsheet written out for all the wallets. So it was a whole team collaboration, guys, and we were able to finally get this thing done. So big shout out to everybody. And as you can see, Roaring Kitty is ranked 1,125. And earlier today, when we was in the $14 million market cap, we were actually approaching the top 1,000, guys. The top 1,000 coin in or token in the world. Huge, huge, huge. Now, it is going to happen. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, like once you get in top 1,000, your visibility, or as far as like whenever your token is getting the percentage gain, it is going to be able to populate a little bit more visible on CoinMarketCap. So free exposure, hey, I'm all for it, man. And big shout out to the community. None of this would be possible without the community. Now, on to the HTX listing, guys. I don't know what to call this, because again, in the last video that I made about HTX, and they stated, in their post, it was just a roar. That was the post, and there was a cat in it, and the cat was roaring, doing all this and that. People were making an argument like, well, maybe it's just them saying roar. Roar is a common term, blah, blah, blah. It may not be about roar, etc., etc. But now this one, I would love to see how people are going to be able to justify this. In their picture, guys, in their picture, you have a cat with a red headband, like how Roaring Kitty has. And not only with the red headband has $ ROAR, which is roar. How do you justify this is not Roaring Kitty, guys? How do you justify that? Because at the end of the day, they're not just putting us here just to put us here. I think they're putting us here to let us know, hey, we are going to list you. Because what other conclusion can I draw from them putting, a roar, a cat with a red headband, and also how to be rich? Guys, Roaring Kitty is going to get listed on HTX. It's just a matter of when is this going to happen. And when it does, and they start buying our token on the open market to list on their platform, guys, it is going to send. So imagine 50, 100, 200, heck, even $1 million worth of roar getting off of the open market. It is going to send Roaring Kitty to the next level. And I'm super excited about that because it's going to also open up more doors for roar as far as other exchanges to potentially list roar. It is monkey see, monkey do. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited about that as well. Now, on to the next news. Big shout out to Buzz. Buzz sent the hacker a message. So in the message, Buzz was saying like, hey, we'll give you guys a 5 ETH bounty if you release our K9, our K9 token. The hacker responded back, was like, nah, I'm good on that 5 ETH. Give me 50 ETH and I'll release it. So that was the end of that conversation. Now, the Sheep team, guess what they did? They responded to the hacker like, hey, we'll give you the 50 ETH for bounty, but you have to release all the tokens that you taken, which, the Sheeb, the Doge, which Roaring Kitty, Treat, etc., etc., Bad, Unification, K9. So if you release it, they'll give you 50 ETH. And K9 came, back with it and like, you know what? We'll also give you that 5 ETH just to make it 55 ETH. So hopefully they accept this, because if they accept it, this is, a clean slate walk away. You get to keep the money. You don't have to look over your shoulders whether or not you're going to get busted by the FBI, et cetera, et cetera. Because how you going to report it to, because in order for you to report that, especially if you're in the States, how are you going to report to the IRS that you made X amount, because they're going to ask, like, how did you make this? They're going to want to see the transactions. So if you don't have a transaction that's going to show, like, hey, I actually traded, or I actually bought, in on this token and it did X, Y, and Z, then you're going to essentially just go to jail, and that asset just going to get frozen. So hopefully they accept it. Free money. I think that's what, close to 300 grand or something. 300 grand. Um, and boom, and you just return back to what you call them, and you get to walk scotch free. So if that happens, that is definitely best case scenario for Roaring Kitty, because that's 32 million roar. And if it goes back into the hand of the community members, I don't think, you know, 32 million roar is going to get sold into the open market. Now, of course, if the hacker does not do it and they decide they still want to just sell the 32 million roar, it is going to have an impact on our price, but not that great of an impact, to the point that we can't recover. We definitely don't want to give up the momentum, but if it happens, it happens. Just gives me opportunity to being able to buy more in on the dip if it does happen. Again, that's how I'm planning it. If it happens, for sure your boy's buying the dip. If it doesn't happen, for sure your boy's still buying the dip. But but either or, it is what it is. Because and also too, um, since it's going back in the hands of the community holders within the community, because those are their tokens, we're gonna see some sales. Some people are just gonna sell regardless of what the situation is. They sell, they're out. Once they're gone, we're backtracking again. But it definitely beats, if it's in the hands of the community, it definitely beats the 32 million that we know for sure would have just came out from the sales of it. But we'll see. Only time will tell. Now, last thing, technical analysis, guys. And this is something that I warned about in the last video. I stated that we are going to see a test, guys. And on the first test to the all-time highs, we should see a rejection. And this is exactly what we see. Now, notice that I have the line chart. The reason why I have the line chart, because it is better for technical analysis. Whenever you're doing technical analysis, you should always consider the line chart. And this is where I drew the top at, as far as where it was at based upon the line chart, which is 0.0146. And notice this when I switch it to the candlestick chart, guys. Look where it stopped at. It stopped at the same area, the 0.0146. Look at the candle. You can see the candle. It hit this area, and this is where it had the rejection at. And all it is, guys, with line chart, it just shows, within charting, I like to say there's human psychology in it. And the best way that I could describe this is based upon some of the people that were selling, and I was seeing where their entry point was at. Some people got in 9 months ago, and within that 9 months, they bought in at 0.206 something. So they were down for majority of 9 months. And finally, they're up in the first thing, because in their mind, they're thinking about like this, like, yo, I can't believe I lost this much money on this ass. I can't believe I'm losing. I can't believe. So the first chance that it gets to go up and they're in profit, they're going to take it. There's no convincing them. There's no nothing. They're going to take it. They're going to get out. It is what it is. Then you have the second group of people who probably already took the loss somewhere down here. And now they're looking like, yo, I am a dummy. Why did I sell my roar? Or why did I take profits on roar to go to another another token or another DevRan token to lose money on? Let me see if I could make it back, or Roaring Kitty was not that bad of a token. Man, all I have to do just raid and shield, and this is the results of it. So those convictions start to come back in, and now we're gonna be able to see some of these people buying up these dips. And this is why the dip, in my opinion, has just been getting eaten up so badly, because some of these people who left Roar, they're coming back. And what we're gonna see, ideal situation is to see us consolidate right here. Maybe for a week, maybe for 2 weeks, maybe for 3 weeks. Who knows? But by us doing this, it is setting us up for that all-time high breakout, guys. And once we see that all-time high breakout, things are gonna be looking pretty good. And if we couple it with, and this I love coupling things, a breakout with some super bullish news like a listing, man, Roaring Kitty could legit, guys, reach $1 billion market cap. Like this is no joke. Like this is no joke. Like we currently have one of the biggest opportunities before us right now in Roaring Kitty. And if you guys are slowful, you're not going to be able to capitalize on it. And if you don't capitalize on it, then you're just going to be the one like, you know what? Random Marks was talking about it. I had the chance to be able to get Roaring Kitty in these levels, but I pissed the bed. Um, and it is what it is, man. Like better luck next time. But yeah, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Hopefully, this was educational. Hopefully, you guys learned something. Leave a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Random March signing off. Peace.